Good morning.
Hey, Seattle.
As always, it's your girls, Jasmine and Shantae.
Welcome to another Thursday morning and another episode of The Way with Jazz and Tay.
We'll be bringing you lots of laughs and class to get you ready for the day and the weekend ahead.
Will it be the way or not the way? Find out and join the conversation.
Now we're going to go ahead and jump into our hot topic about the 93rd Academy Awards.
AKA the Oscars.
Yes. So we just wanted to touch on a few things. I didn't watch it because, again, like I said in the beginning, I really just have no feelings towards it, but I always love to see what everybody wore.
Yes.
And I thought that everybody looked stunning, even though a lot of critics were like, it was a lackluster Oscars for fashion.
Yeah,
And I'm like, first of all, Zendaya came through, took the show, ran off with the show, and ended it. And then
I'm pretty
everybody
sure that's all I could think about was Zendaya.
yeah,
I
how
don't remember
is
seeing
one
anybody
person
else.
so flawless? How? Okay, so let's get into the fashion.
Let's go. Sorry, go ahead.
Zendaya was wearing a neon yellow chiffon Valentino gown. It was designed by the label's creative director, and I'm probably going to butcher this name, Pier Paolo Picciolo.
I would say Piccioli or like Piccioli. It sounds like Italian.
It is absolutely Italian, which is why I absolutely butchered it. She of course looked radiant. It had a cutout in the middle, so her stomach was a little bit out. It was flowing. It was floor length.
It looked kind of like a crop.
It did. It looked like it was a two-piece almost, but it was connected.
So they are comparing this look a lot to a look that Cher wore back in. And so they're saying that it was actually like a nod to Cher. Okay. Because if you look at the side by side, like the way that they like the hair is similarly kind of like styled. They're both wearing this like yellow croppy kind of like number. Mm-hmm. And I do think that she did a very good job at, like, if that was the purpose, embodying it and just executing it.
When does she not slay us? Like I know. There was one picture of her where her hair, I think there was a wind fan because there was a couple of other celebrities that were taking pictures and they had kind of like a natural wind blow. But I was just like, how did the wind blow her hair perfectly? Like it was perfectly like lifted. It didn't go in front of her face. I was like, how is it even possible? Anyway,
Beyonce
you know what
level.
I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I love her. And I also just like hate that she's so flawless, like without flaw.
She's always going to be a winner in my eyes. She can't do any wrong.
None. Another one. So I'm going to be honest, you guys, I was keeping a lot of tabs on the Black people that showed up on the red carpet. But I do want to shout out Amanda Seyfried because I really loved her dress. It was a Giorgio Armani design dress. It was red floor length and it kind of looked
V.
Yes, it had this deep cut V. Corset top, but they said it was supposed to look like a red tulip or like some kind of flower.
It does. I can see it.
Yeah, and it was gorgeous. She looked amazing.
She looks amazing.
I didn't recognize her at first, and once I like Googled it, I was like, oh my gosh, Amanda, girl, yes.
Well, and they gave her like the dress is like I don't want to say like a super bright red, but it's a lighter red than the red that they put on her lip.
Yeah.
Her lip is a little bit of a darker red, and I really like that contrast. Like that looks really good together.
The whole look was amazing.
Speaking of another beautiful red look,
red dress,
Miss Angela Bassett,
the woman who doesn't age. Y'all want to talk about Pharrell? She doesn't age.
She looks fantastic.
Always.
I cannot even handle this dress that she had on. And like, was it big red puffy sleeves? Who designed her dress? Can you say this one?
Alberta Ferretti designed it.
There we go. Cool. Because I would have not said that.
So it had like this big bow on the back that also looked like puffy sleeves. And she was just killing in it.
And she had the way that they did her makeup. So like her hair was long and sleek, laid flat. And she had this like blue smoky eye look done with it. And it just tied everything together. Like, I don't think a different, eye look or whatever would have worked with what she did, but stunning, flawless, right up there with Zendaya for me.
Yes. Okay.
How can you be in your 60s and this flawless?
Let's try to run through these next three as quick as possible. So I want to touch on Viola Davis, who was wearing, oh my God, Viola Davis, really quick. So when I first saw her dress, I was like, it's really abstract. And I thought maybe it was my new favorite, Schiaparelli, who's been making a lot of like dresses for a lot of like who's who out there. But I was like, it's not edgy enough or abstract enough. Like, he does a lot of like really big poofy sleeves and just stuff that is like asymmetrical. So I was like, it is cutting edge, but it's just not there yet. Guess who did it? My actual favorite designer, Alexander McQueen. Well, really, it's the house of Alexander McQueen because But when I saw her, I was like, it's not edgy enough to be Schiaparelli. It could be Alexander McQueen. So when I was doing research last night and I found out it was, I was like, of course, because it looks amazing. It's edgy. It was kind of like this floral cage in the top part of it. And then it was a flowy, like chiffon, all white dress. And she looked absolutely radiant. Like, Viola Davis, I don't know your age. I don't know anything. But all I know is that she is always killing it on the Oscar carpet as well. Red carpet.
I want to shout out one male that killed it before we switch gears and sign off. Coleman Domingo.
Woo, baby.
Right. So the most recent thing that he's been in was Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Woo. And he looked so delicious. He came through in a hot pink, fuchsia, whatever you want to call it. It was bright. And it was like a 3-piece getup, but all of it was hot pink.
It was.
And
had gold accents.
Yeah, and just the contrast against this man's beautiful brown skin. Oh my God, I could have eaten him up right there. Yum, 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 yum.
It was custom made by Versace, and Versace, you did your thing on that.
Of course.
He always
you put your
really
foot
good.
in that one.
He like if you go to his Instagram is King of Bingo. He
love it.
Always looks good. Okay. Like, let's not even mistake that this was like a show out. Like, this man always looks really, really good. And I'm just saying, I was drooling, to be honest.
No, really. He was doing like the after party Oscars thing too. Still looking as fabulous.
Yes.
There are 3 things that I want to say really quickly that are quote unquote negatives or like fashion disasters. You need to take off your sunglasses, baby girl. Every time I see you, you've got these glasses on. You look fantastic. I think it's a thing for her. I do. I'm not quite sure, but I would just love it if I saw you at one of these events and I could see your face. Halle Berry. I needed one or the other from you, sis. She had a bob and then she had this purple lilac dress by Dolce & Gabbana. And the hair did not match with the gown for me. And the internet ran away and loved her bob. They were making all kinds of memes and stuff. But the dress of hers was I think the dress was pretty. I don't necessarily like how they did it in the front. Like, it's ruched up in the front to kind of give it this high-low look. I'm not a fan. But other than that, I think she looked amazing. But her hair, the bob and the dress for me did not go together. And Regina King, I hate to say this because we stan you. We love you so much. But she wore this baby blue Louis Vuitton dress, and it took over 140 hours to make. It was covered in Swarovski crystals. However, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a great dress, in my opinion. I just feel like it really aged her. It looked kind of matronly. Yes. What I would have wanted to see was the top of the dress for me was beautiful. I think I would have wanted to see more movement or something in the bottom, maybe like a slit. It looked way too like stiff for me. Like, it was a little bit too heavy. And that's why I feel like it kind of aged her.
I feel like she looked, just for her age.
No,
like everybody, it's like about she looked.
Yeah. I think
she's also not aging.
She looked great. She did. But again, it wasn't my fave look.
Andre Day also showed up, and I really want to talk about it because a lot of people didn't like her outfit. They thought
I think she looked amazing.
Club for the Oscars, but
it literally looked like Zendaya's dress, but just made out of metal.
It was designed by Vera Wang, and she was given legs, she was given cutouts, she was given I got body for days, hate on
Yada
it if
yada
you want
yada
it,
yada.
living my life like it's golden by Jill Scott. She was given, and I'm upset she didn't win Best Actress, but congrats to Frances McDormand, I guess.
I still haven't seen Nomadland, so let me watch that and then I'll give her flowers.
We don't have time to go over winners, but I do want to say congratulations to Daniel Kahlua, because I think that you absolutely deserved that Oscar for your role in Judas and the Black Messiah.
Absolutely did. Yes, you absolutely did.